Multi-exclusive dimensional being card with another exclusive. This video is gonna be about holidays, but more importantly, Independence Day. Feel me? So we about to get into the whole metaphysics of basically holidays and the things that you do on a holiday. Because this shit gonna be real deep, and I'm talking balls deep. But basically, we about to go get into the whole perspective of this shit. Now, what is a holiday? A holiday is a holy day, which means you're praising something. You're giving your power to something. And praise means basically get on your knees and praise something, worship to something. And a God comes in many ways and shapes and forms. And there's many gods out here in this world. So question is, are you really truly praying to the God that you claim to be is to be in your favor? Or are you giving your godly power to another god, aka a demon, to utilize what they want to do in this world? Now, look, it's gonna go deep now because these are for the disclaimers too. Because a holiday, well, these are for the disclaimers that's gonna basically try to have something to say or feel some type of way about this shit. Because at the end of the day, a holiday is a star day. It's basically every day is a star day. Now, if you got a whole generation, the whole world is giving basically praise and attention to one aspect in one day, it's basically praising and utilizing this power to the spirit that signed this signature behind it. And when you sign your signature behind something, that means you the intellectual property owner of that day or that holiday or that source. So basically, you're the one that's in control of all this shit. So you're reaping all the benefits of the doubt. Because you got to look at it like this. If someone created a holiday and you didn't create this shit and you basically participating in this shit and you don't know the deep metaphysics behind this shit and you don't know what the fuck you're praising, then behind the scenes, you feeding that person and basically that person is reaping the benefits of the doubt. And what you're receiving is you coming out of your pocket, you giving your time and your attention to something. Once you give your attention to something, you receive. And the only thing is, you're gonna receive residue. You're not gonna receive uh gold. You're not gonna receive money from that because basically you pushing out. You're basically celebrating. You can also tie this to Christmas when people be worshiping Santa Claus, celebrating Christmas and shit. They don't even know who the fuck he is. They never seen the person. You also go to motherfucking to all these figures that y'all pray to and shit in the Bible. This is basically these are just celebrities. These are spirits and bodies and shit, and you don't know these people behind the scenes. These can be spirits and demons that you're basically praying to. And remember, a demon is a day, which is a day. See how people say, "Oh, tomorrow's another day." So they're basically dealing with defeat. That's dealing with doubt. That's dealing with hopelessness. That's not. That's also tying it to like basically logical pursuits. So that's one way and the whole way to look at things when we talk about demons. But as a demon is basically something that's always wanting and needing something versus already having it. Now, if you playing in that low animalistic nature, then of course you're gonna basically receive all those negative benefits of the doubt, and you're gonna get where you're going. It's gonna take a whole lot of time, and depending on how you vibrate and low, you're gonna be down there forever. And remember, these spirits that do create these holidays, depending on how they vibrate and depending on how high their frequency vibration energy is, they vibrating higher. They're gonna basically utilize this shit and take the benefits of the doubt of what spirit that's gonna worship this day. And also remember, you gotta look at it like this: just because Independence Day means one thing, it's always going to be more to it because you got other spirits and bodies that's working together to basically get the reach and the benefits of the doubt and utilize your energy, your frequency, your vibration. They're taking your pursuits, they're utilizing it for whatever they want to do with it. And if that means them getting money, that means them getting money. If that means them getting card, that means them getting card. That means them getting control. That means them getting control. So you got to look at it on a deep level. You can't be out here hating motherfuckers just because they doing that behind the scenes, but yet you out here praising and worshiping and shit. And let's go back to religious people too. It's one thing to be religious and you worshiping a holiday, and also you got to look at it like this too. You either got people that's looking at it like, oh, these people are religious and they worshiping this shit and they doing this, but you the same motherfucker that's in the same routine and pattern that's worshiping and basically praising something. So of course, what is Independence Day? Not relying on something, basically being free. But as you can see, that ain't the case. And of course, what is July 4th? And we in Cancer, so that's bringing together people, places, and things, and that's bringing together family, drinks, beers, food, and all kind of indulgence and shit. So of course, everybody gonna be out here stuffing their face, eating, and doing all kind of shit, right? Now look, while you doing this shit, you don't know witchcraft and spells is being practiced on you to participate in these actions, to participate in this shit. It's beings out here that wrote for the person that either Frank or whatever y'all want to say, glizzy, or a hot dog, or a burger, or a person that basically out here utilizing that and not basically utilizing for whatever they want to do. They just out here getting lost into their deeply desires and getting deeply rooted into their desires. They wrote it on that paper. They wrote their signature, and these are new spirits that's coming in bodies and taking the responsibilities of their forefathers or their family members that once was here. And remember, we go into a space and location and travel. So basically, once we travel to certain areas, we pick up certain influences and shit. And depending on how strong that influence is, and of course, Independence Day is a big fucking day. Everybody gonna be out having cookouts, celebrating and shit. So of course, they're gonna utilize that shit for they benefits of the doubt. So while you out here partying and shit, getting lost into your deeply desires and deeply roots, you're giving your energy to something. You're paying attention to something. You're praising something. Feel me? And you're not utilizing it for nothing. You're just getting lost into your desire. You're feeding your lower animalistic natures. You're not getting a little bit higher up there. You just go and you just vibrating low. And while the people that's responsible for this shit, they up here utilizing, doing whatever they want to do with your chakras. Feel me? Yeah, motherfuckers taking over chakras out here. Fuck all that other shit. Fuck what you see with your two eyes. It's deeply rooted on what you don't see with your two eyes. So it plays on a deep metaphysical level. So take this into consideration. Because remember, we do have days out here too. And today is Friday. So today is dealing with Venus. That's dealing with love, appreciation, your pursuits, your artistic natures. For me, this is the day you do have sex, the day you do fuck good, the day you do indulge. But not on a higher level. But basically, you're supposed to come together with your family and basically share your values and shit. Feel me? And, of course, be very cautious of how you do things. Because tomorrow is Saturday, which is July 4th. Feel me? Lunar is going to be a lunar eclipse moon, too. And remember, what is Saturday? Saturday is Saturn. Limitations and restrictions. So that's not the day for you to be out here being open to places, being open to people, places, and things, out here indulging or overeating or over drinking and shit or bloating and shit. And remember, lunar eclipse moon gonna affect you in a huge way to the point you might be having difficulties. That's why the news is utilizing during the July 4th holiday. People are gonna get sick. People are gonna do that because basically what the government gonna do is utilizing rituals and spells. Of course, they've been fucking poisoning y'all food and hot dogs and burgers and whatever y'all wanna do. But being that you about to overindulge, you about to eat shit out, you about to eat your face, you about to stuff your face with all them big ass burgers and all those franks and shit, you about to eat up. They're gonna be doing rituals and spells. Of course, people gonna wake up sick, people gonna be throwing up, people gonna be vomiting, that's the day where you're not supposed to be drinking. That's the day you're not supposed to be overindulging. This is the day to basically be having logical, intellectual, practical stability. And this is dealing with number 6, which is creations. And I ain't talking about that 666 chick. Get out your lower animalistic nature. 6 is basically creations. When you add another 6, that's 12. That's dealing with someone else. So that's second coming. So when you add another 6, that's 18 plus 8 plus 1 is 9. So that's a completion of something. So basically you're bringing into existence a child, whether it's a boy or girl. So that's basically the joining of 2 to create another energy, which is basically 3. Feel me? So it takes 2 to create the third person. So don't get lost into that bullshit when you're talking about that 666 shit. I ain't with none of that shit. Basically, That's another holiday which you can utilize. They utilizing symbols to basically practice witchcraft on you and take your energy and utilize it for whatever they want to do it. And this is what they've been doing. They doing the same thing with this whole coronavirus shit. Oh, when you wear a mask, it's the same shit they doing. Spells and rituals. Everybody that put on that mask, of course, you in a low vibrational state because you showing fear and all kind of shit. So basically, you gotta really think. You gotta stop feeding these motherfuckers. Feel me? You gotta really just man up. Now, Saturday's limitations and restrictions. That's the day you're not supposed to be out here overindulging and shit. Of course, it's the devil card and the lovers card. So basically, that's dealing with logical. That's dealing with Capricorn. That's dealing with stability. So it's going. The moon is going to Capricorn tomorrow. So if you're not doing that, you defeat the whole purpose of what you want to manifest in life. Then on top of that, you're gonna this shit can kill you. This shit can harm you in some way, shape, or form. And of course, there's rumors out here that there's gonna be a whole lot of witchcraft and a whole lot of demonic shit going on. So if you out here indulging in shit and doing such and such and not basically reaping the benefits of the doubt for your own self, then my friend, my guy, my girl, I'm sorry, but you're being practiced witchcraft on. So of course, when you do wake up, the next day you might be out here feeling all crazy and all nauseous and shit. So we about to basically run through a quick intellectual thought of basically what happens when Saturn is in your charts. So now look, Saturn is in the first house. That's dealing with headaches. That's dealing with teeth decay. That's dealing with bones. That's dealing with structure. So that's dealing with that kind of natures and shit. So if you do wake up and feeling fainting and having disorders and shit and fucking dental decay and chills and shit, it ain't corona, but they will put corona in you if your ass get tested for that shit. Now if you're dealing with the second house, that's dealing with throat. That's dealing with that's decay of teeth too, because that's governing the second teeth, the constipation. That's also dealing with the neck, the ears, the lower jaw, the throat. For me, you eat all them damn burgers, your jaw gonna fucking hurt. Also, third, that's dealing with the nervous system. That's dealing with anxiety and shit like that. That's dealing with the arms. That's dealing with the fingers. That's dealing with the shoulders. That's dealing with the hands. Feel me? You might have headaches also too. Because if your ass overindulging and shit, that's what's gonna happen. Cancer governs the stomach and the breast, so you might go off a bit. You might have breast cancer after if you over here overindulging and shit. You might have stomach cancer, or you might fucking have gastritis or some shit in some way, shape, or form. It can play out into that nature. Fifth house, that's dealing with back. That's dealing with forearm. You might sprain your forearm and shit. Or you might burn your forearm and shit. That's basically Saturn telling you over and indulgence. So I'm gonna take one piece of your body and I'm gonna utilize it for my benefit of the doubt. Six, that's dealing with the abdomen. That's dealing with the nervous system. That's dealing with fatigue. That's dealing with nervousness and shit. Overall, the health. That's dealing with the every part of the vein in your body. That's gonna basically be utilized. So if you're overindulgent tomorrow, expect this shit. Especially if Saturn is in your house. Also, seventh house is dealing with toothaches. That's dealing with kidneys and shit. You might have kidney problems. Shit. That's also dealing with uterus, the glands, the skin, and also governs the beauty in this. And that's Venus. Seventh house also that plays a part with Venus. That's dealing with the Libra constellation. Also Saturn is dealing like if you out here fucking and sucking and shit, your ass might catch a STD or AIDS or HIV because you was overindulging and shit. That fucks around with the genitals and shit. All kind of witchcraft and spells can be utilized on you and shit. But if you don't know thyself, and you would think because you fucked raw, you think you might have caught something, but when your shit might just be sore, your shit might just be burning over sensation because of the skin too. That plays a part too. Don't get fooled by the doctors. Also, ninth house is dealing with already hip. You might have hip problems and shit because your ass keep moving around, touching that girl. Also, blood vessels and shit like that. Also, 10th house, that's dealing with bones, teeth, skin joint, hair, right side of the body and shit. You know, you might have problems and shit. Also, it's a good time to go out there and jog and shit. Also, the 11th house is dealing with ankles, circulation and shit, breathing, and those are the reduced systems. Also, Aquarius is dealing with like you might sprain your ankle and shit because you was overindulgent. Sit your ass down somewhere, feel me? Or you might fuck you with your spine. And 12th house, that's dealing with feet. That's dealing with and tenderness and shit. So basically, you might get a bunion on your feet because your ass was overindulgent and shit. Sit the fuck down. Tomorrow is Saturday for me. Don't be out here practicing. If you're gonna be out here doing shit, make sure make sure everybody's connected onto what they want to manifest when they eat a burger and eat a fry. But don't overindulge. For me, tomorrow is Saturday. Don't overindulge, or you gonna wake up feeling crazy. And witchcraft is practiced on you. And of course, you wasn't the body previous. You ain't gonna be it when you leave it. Don't get lost in the flesh.